Hi there, I'm Steve. Pleased to meet you. My first video here on YouTube. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my story so far, how I got here. Well, first of all, business. Well, we'll go just business-wise. Yeah, I won't go back to when I was in primary school. It's a long time ago. So business-wise, I started my career working in a shipping company. Worked my way up. I worked my way sideways, I think, and became the computer manager there. Mainly because I was the computer a little bit before my school days. But I put myself forward and sort of learned with the programmers. Anyway, I made redundant from that job around mid-30s. I did around that time have a small heart attack as well. I thought, oh damn, my life is just somebody else. So my life is life's over. Anyway, still got over that. I decided to get your head down, Steve, and get on with your life and make something of it. Thankfully, apart from having a bit of high blood pressure, I've been fine, fairly fine, heart-wise, since then. And I intend to be. I plan to be for the next a few years. Anyway, so made redundant, mid-30s. Young family. What do you do? So I started up in the home business scene. Tried everything. Back then was sort of printed. We were looking late 80s. So yeah, it was all print. So I tried a little bit of MLM, home publishing, whatever I actually have. I, for a while, published a little paper, business opportunity magazine, which used to go out by mail, used to sell a little bit of advertising space in it, etc., etc. And around that time, I got involved with. I formed a partnership and get involved in it. I formed a partnership with my printer at that time, and we started a partnership where we were doing printing, we were doing the mail order, and we also started doing leaflet distribution, door-to-door leaflet distribution, which became quite big. Not quite big. Not massive, but not small. Yeah, it was quite an operation. Anyway, another chance encounter. One of the customers in that business was the window blind company, or a window blind agent, whose leaflets, motorcycle just passed me, whose leaflets we used to deliver. Now he packed up. I don't know where he went, but he packed up. We lost that business. So I asked the blind company who was going to take the area, and because it was it was a good paying little job. So they said, well, why do you want to know? And I said, I told them the background that we used to do is leaflet distribution. Are you going to leaflet distribution company? They say, yes sir. Okay, well, why don't you take it on? But me, I've never fitted a blind in my life. Never sold a blind in my life, and I'm no salesman. It doesn't matter. They said the blinds sell themselves. I said, go on then. We'll give it a go. As I think Richard Branson says, if somebody offers you opportunity, take it and then find out how you're going to do it. Anyway, fortunately, the the company had a sort of area manager, in place. So sort of a mentorship. Yeah, he'd got several years' experience in the business, and he came down, gave me some initial training, and it was a phone call away if I needed anything, which I think was a massive help. Anyway, for the next 25-30 years I was in the window blind industry, making blinds, selling blinds, fitting blinds, wholesaling blinds. Obviously during that time the sort of internet took off. We did have a e-commerce website within that time, within that period, but we were sort of blind makers and not internet people. So you know, we didn't have the money to put into it to compete with the big hitters in that market. In fact, the best bit of business I did with the e-commerce business was sell the domain name for I think I got £10,000 for it. So that's about $16,000. So yeah, I paid maybe, not a lot, were they? £10, $15, I don't know, for registration of it. Maybe the best bit of business I've done in my life, to be honest, so far. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a dry throat and a little bit of a cold at the moment. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, the e-commerce. We also sold blinds on eBay, which was good for a while, but then it's there was a rush to get to the lowest price blinds you could possibly sell, and it just wasn't worth the effort of selling anymore. Anyway, somewhere during this period, I wrote a small guide to starting a window blind retail business. Started off as a printed paper item guide, whatever you want to call it. And again, that was sold on Facebook. That's a small amount of money, just to cover the postage, really. And we hoped people would take up the blind business and come and join come to us to buy the blinds at trade prices, which a lot of people did, to be honest. And to this day, that same ebook, which is now obviously PDF, delivered automatically, is still used for that purpose. Plus, some of the training has been very recently, from what I've been learning over the last couple of years, has recently been digitised and is on a video training platform, which I think we're all familiar with these days. It's all on ClickFunnels membership training site. My first one, so it's not really polished, but it's a start, and you've got to learn somewhere. So fast forward a couple of years ago, I sat down and sort of thought, well, hey man, you're going to retire in a couple of years. How are we going to cope? It's financially. I do actually now try and live between the UK, here in the east coast of the UK, here in the summer months, and in the winter like to spend time over in Africa, West Africa, a place called Gambia. I think it's the smallest country in mainland Africa. I have a Gambian wife and family, and we have a little tourist restaurant there, which is more of a hobby than a business, really. Anyway, so I weighed everything up, and I've got this much pension due to changing jobs, sort of building businesses, and not really having the spare money to put into a pension. And I've got my UK my UK pension, my state pension in the UK, which is around 200 quid a week, which 25 years ago was good, but today it doesn't go very far when you want to run 2 homes, one in here, one in Gambia, and you want to commute and everything like that. So sat down and thought, well, we're going to do something about this. So look round and find something that will give me an income that I can rely on, or I can hopefully build and take into my retirement, and sort of run it in there for a few years. Hopefully build up the money and have enough to keep myself in the style that I've become accustomed to. Like I say, I have a good lifestyle, but just now I need to top up the money to keep it going. So I looked around. Obviously, the obvious thing was the obvious thing to do was something on the internet. I can do that anywhere in the world. You can go on holiday. You can go. I can sit in my little office in the UK here. I can sit on my little office in the home in Gambia, and run an internet business. So I looked around and enrolled on a course. Or I enrolled on some training with something called sorry, somebody did on the road then. Sorry, with something called Rethink Social Media. Went through some of the early training. Yeah, this was good. Yeah, it was promising. So I thought, well, yeah. We'll take it further. We'll go through the next stage of the training. So I've learned a lot about most of the social media. We've got Twitter, obviously Facebook, Instagram. What else have we got? YouTube. Blogging, I've got a reasonable knowledge of all of that. Obviously, stuff that's come along sort of quite recently, like TikTok and the one was released just today. I can't remember what it's called now. Come on, Threads. I don't know about them, but I did join Threads this morning, so I'll have a look at that at some point. Anyway, the next stage of that, we went sort of deeper into all the programs, and then a stage on from that, we got to choose a speciality. I chose to delve into sort of running a Facebook advertising agency. So it was a pretty intense 12-week course, sort of an hour a week, homework, modules on the internet, very comprehensive course. I learned a hell of a lot. Obviously, I chose that also because it helped me to promote the blind business on Facebook too. So the Facebook agency is now established, or Tutti Click agency. Tutti is I'm not sure, it's one of the languages in Gambia. Tutti means small means small. Tutti means small. Tutti means small. I'm not sure whether it's Wolof or Mandinka. Anyway, that's Tutti, small click. Don't know, makes sense to me. Anyway, Tutti Click agency is operational. I've got a handful of clients, and it's buildable over the next few years. Okay, so with that established, I decided, I thought, I'll have another leg on this online income stream, whatever you want to call it, online income system, stream, business. So I thought, affiliate marketing. Looked around at a couple of things, went on to, I bought various little programs and bits and bobs, and then I stumbled upon Dean Holland, Internet Profit, I think it's called. The guy's called Dean Holland anyway, and I bought a little book. The little book was free, but I had to pay shipping and handling anyway. But I was actually over in Gambia at the time I bought it, and although it did come with with an audio version of the book, I didn't actually get round to listening to it, and so I read the book when I got back to the UK, which is around April. The book made some sense, and the guy also made some sense. So I took the next stage of his mentoring, training, whatever you want to call it. I thought, that's good as well. I'm learning something here, learning some stuff I didn't know already. So I then went on and took and dived into the next step of his training, mentoring, which is where I'm at the moment. Learning a lot, lots still to learn. And what impressed me about Dean's organisation is that although I'm pretty new there, I've actually got to speak directly to the man himself. We had a chat on the phone when I sort of moved up to the stage that I'm on now. We had a chat on the phone, which in the affiliate marketing sector, industry, whatever you want to call it, is, I think, pretty remarkable and pretty rare, I believe. I don't know, I've never seen it before. With Rethink, we do actually get to see the guy who, the big man, if you like. He's not big, he's the person behind it, Paul Mahoney. We get a live broadcast with him every week. Every week, every Monday night. He gives us some insights or some training, whatever, which is excellent. I find it great. But yeah, Dean, on hand, yeah, the training seems to be good. The training is good. I'm getting something from it. You can ask. You can ask questions, loads of questions, as many questions you want. Well, you can ask a question every day, I think, and they're answered that day. You can be online for them, or they'll leave them on a online, on a thing online. Yeah. Sorry, on a thing. We'll say on a recorded online. Okay, so right now that's where I'm at. So I'm still working. I'm still working in the blind business. I'm trying to stand back a little bit. My daughter's there. Hopefully, to take it over with some of the other stuff, so that I can step back as I've been doing for the last few years when I've been commuting between here and Gambia. That is my long-term aim. On a personal level. That about sums up where I am right now, and I'll keep recording this and let you know my progress. Yeah, I'll put a section in the channel about my progress, how I'm doing. Incidentally, I mean to mention, a couple of weekends ago, I went through. I did an audit. A check through of stuff I've signed up for, and sort of dumped a load of it. To be honest, I can't imagine why I signed up for some of it, and some of the things I'd actually taken a subscription to, which I've obviously now cancelled. I think at one point I got overloaded with I think Dean and probably Paul as well, call them the shiny objects, and I'd sort of look at something and think, you know, I could do that, I could fit that in with that, that would fit in with that. Only that a month, only $30 a month, so I sort of think, I'll go for that. I'll have that back in no time, but it don't work. In fact, I think it probably caused me stress, because I used to think, well, before I forgot I'd got the things, I used to get stressed that I haven't got that there, and I just haven't got the time to do it, because I committed to the one or two things, and that's got to stay. Although I'd got all these other programs, I tried to stick with the two and give them my everything, which is, I guess, a bonus on my side. I'll give myself a pat on the back for that. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you again. Thanks and bye.